present. All counsel are present as well. All right. Deputy, may we have the jury, please? Thank you.
Your Honor, sorry. I just said we're live. I mean, we're able to be live, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yoga breath. I just took a yoga breath. Thank goodness for
Deep breathing.
yes.
The jury. Say that and come to order, or is it going to session?
All right. Good afternoon, folks. In the matter of McKenzie versus Filner and of the City of San Diego, the record will reflect that the plaintiff is present with counsel. Defense counsel is likewise present. Mr. Filner is not present, but the city's representative is present. Indeed, several representatives of the city are present. The record will further show that all 12 jurors are present in the jury box. The alternates are not present. We are of the understanding that a verdict has been reached. Ms. Bowman, is it true that you are the foreperson? Yes. Is it true that the jury has reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you be good enough to hand the verdict form to our bailiff? Madam Clerk, kindly read the verdict.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stacy McKenzie versus Robert Filner and the City of San Diego, case number 2013-79445, special verdict form. We, the jury, answer the questions submitted to us as follows. Part 1, sexual battery. Question 1. Did Robert Filner intend to cause a harmful or offensive contact with Stacy McKenzie's breast? Answer, no. Question 2. Did Robert Filner intend to cause Stacy McKenzie an imminent fear of a harmful or offensive contact with her breast? Answer, no. Question 3. Did Robert Filner intend to cause a harmful or offensive contact with Stacy McKenzie's buttocks? Answer, no. Question 4. Did Robert Filner intend to cause Stacy McKenzie an imminent fear of a harmful or offensive contact with her buttocks? Answer, no. Question 5. Did Robert Filner's actions result either directly or indirectly in a sexually offensive contact with Stacy McKenzie? Question 5. Question 6 and 7 are blank. Question 8 is blank. Part 2, harassment. Question 9. Was Stacy McKenzie subjected to unwanted harassing conduct by Robert Filner because she is a woman? Answer, yes. Question 10. Was the harassment severe or pervasive? Answer, no. Questions 11, 12, 13, and 14 are blank. Questions 15 and 16 are blank. Part 3, damages. Question 17 is blank. Question 18 is blank, and 19 is blank, as is question 20. Signed, presiding juror, Carolyn Bowman, dated March 30th, 2016. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, was this and is this your verdict as read? Thank you.
Does any party wish the jury polled? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back over the answers now. I will read the question and the box that was checked, and then ask if that expressed your personal vote. Now, there's going to be several pairs of eyes counting your hands when you raise your hand. We need you to leave them up, raise them high, and leave them up until I tell you to take them down so that we can get an accurate count, okay? All right. Question number 1 was, did Robert Filner intend to cause a harmful or offensive contact with Stacy McKenzie's breast? The answer was no. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. Madam Clerk, I count 12-0.
I concur.
Question 2, yeah, thanks, you can put them down. Question 2, did Robert Filner intend to cause Stacy McKenzie an imminent fear of a harmful or offensive contact with her breast? The answer was no. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. Once again, Madam Clerk, I see 12-0. Do you concur?
I concur.
Question 3. Did Robert Filner intend to cause a harmful or offensive contact with Stacy McKenzie's buttocks? The answer was no. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. I see 12-0, Madam Clerk.
12-0.
Question 4. Did Robert Filner intend to cause Stacy McKenzie an imminent fear of a harmful or offensive contact with her buttocks? The answer was no. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. 12-0, Madam Clerk.
12-0.
The next question that was answered was question number 9 as follows. Was Stacy McKenzie subjected to unwanted harassing conduct by Robert Filner because she is a woman? The answer was yes. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. 12-0, Madam Clerk, do you concur?
I concur, Your Honor.
Question 10. Was the harassment severe or pervasive? The answer to that question was no. If that was your answer, kindly raise your hand. I see 10-2, Madam Clerk.
I concur.
10-2. Madam Clerk, kindly record the verdict.
Yes, Your Honor. So recorded.
Counsel, do you waive a reading of the verdict as recorded?
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right. Is there anything, counsel, before the jury is discharged?
No. No, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this completes your duties as jurors in this case. I will ask the clerk upon your departure to contact the 4 unused alternate jurors and relieve them of their obligations as well. Before I send you on your way, I want to express to you on behalf of myself and the San Diego Superior Court my gratitude, our gratitude for your time, your attention. I know that the parties share my gratitude for your very dedicated service in this case. I think there was maybe one occasion when one of you was 1 minute late coming back from a break or a recess. That is rare indeed, and believe me, it is noticed and it is appreciated by the court. I think I held up my juror badge when I saw you in here for jury selection. I've done what you've just done. I know that it's a sacrifice. When I was doing it, I would have rather been right here working on my cases, but you know, no one's exempt. And by coming down here and answering that summons and expressing by your appearance your willingness to participate in this crucial aspect of our democracy, you have fulfilled a very, very important role in our system of justice. You've been very conscientious throughout the case, and I'm grateful for all of your efforts. Throughout the trial, I have admonished you that you couldn't discuss the case. I'm sure some of you could repeat the admonition back to me, although I am not going to ask you to do so. I am releasing you from the admonition at this time. I do have another one for you, however. You now have the absolute right to discuss or not discuss the case. This means that either side, any party, any person is free to approach you, ask you about your deliberations, your verdict, your view of the evidence, anything. The decision about whether to have that conversation is entirely up to you. There is no requirement that you speak with anyone, but that decision is yours and yours alone. Any such discussion, if you consent to it, can only occur at your consent and then at any reasonable time and place. I am not suggesting that there would be unreasonable contact with you, but if there were, you should notify our bailiff so that we can take appropriate action. If you do make the decision to discuss the case, I would urge you to be circumspect in your remarks. You should feel free to discuss the case from your own perspective if you want to, but be respectful and mindful of your fellow jurors and let them reach their own decision in that regard. Whatever you do say, you should be prepared to repeat under oath at a later time should that become necessary. Now, having told you you have the right to discuss or not discuss, let me add one other thing. For the attorneys involved in the case, this is their profession. This is their chosen field. For them, there'll be another case literally tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next month. This is what they do. I know that they would like to have the opportunity to discuss your impression of their performance. But again, that discussion can only occur with your consent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with those words of thanks, you are now discharged. You are free to go. Keep your juror badges as a memento. We'll be back in touch with you in a couple of years to come down and have another go. Thank you ever so much, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the record will show that the jurors have withdrawn. I know you are eager to get out there and see if any of them have stuck around, so to speak. I will not hold you long. I will ask, please, that Ms. Lotnick prepare first, the council waive the provisions of CCP Section 664 requiring the entry of the judgment within 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Lotnick, kindly prepare a judgment consistent with the jury's verdict, obtain plaintiff's counsel's approval as to form. Make sure that it takes into account the waived fees and the payment of same, in as much as the city is exempt from some fees but not from others, including jury fees. Include that in the judgment if you would. And once it's approved as to form by your adversary, get it down here for prompt signature by the court, please.
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all. Good luck to both sides.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.